Hey guys, Steve Hanford, Lions Karate. I want to talk about the Indiana State Championship coming up this Saturday. We've had some questions about the rules, about the divisions, about if we're having it still because of the snowstorm coming, who's invited. This is a closed tournament for the circuits in Indiana. So this is Lions Karate Point Circuit, TKA, PKC, and the USAMA. The top 5 competitors from each division within your circuit, the top 5 competitors from each division within your circuit are invited to come to compete for a true Indiana State Championship, or champion. At the end of the year, we all have our banquets, and we've been to the others as well, and we do the same as them, and it's all the same. Hey, this is the TKA State Champion is whoever. The PKC State Champion is whoever. The Lions Karate Point Circuit State Champion is whoever. But what this is doing is inviting the top 5 competitors as well. So maybe you were better than the champion, but point races are all number games. If you attend the most tournaments and get second or third in each one, you probably end up going to get first overall for the year because it's a numbers game. There might be other competitors out there that are better than you, but maybe they only attended 2 or 3 tournaments. Well, they might have still placed in the top 5. They are invited to come to compete. So it's the top 5 in your division through your circuit. Last year we had some people say, well, the PKC has 18 and up for adult black belts, and if we were in your circuit, we're 50 years old, we were 7th in this one, but if we would have been in your circuit, we would have been, no. Whatever you are in your circuit, we can't jump around on that. When it comes to the divisions at the tournament, we will be using the Lions Karate divisions. And what that means is if you're a 50-year-old black belt and you got 5th in the PKC, well, you're not going to be going against those 18 to 34 or 35 to 49-year-olds at this tournament. You're going to go against people your same age and rank. So black belts 50 to 64. An example I use with the students in class, I competed in the PKC growing up as I remember the 11 to 13 brown through black belts. Because by the time I was 13, I was competing, and I'd been in martial arts nearly 7 years, so I was at a black belt rank, and then you'd have the 11-year-old brown belt that's only been training maybe 2.5 to 3 years, and so the person that trains longer usually ends up beating them. But at our tournament, at this state championship tournament, if you are an 11-year-old brown belt and you're used to losing it to the black belts over and over and over, well, you're going to be in with the advanced now. So you're in with other brown, taekwondo, you get the reds in there too, browns and reds, it's going to be 11 and 12-year-olds. Where that 13-year-old will now be a 12 to 14, 13's in there, 12, 13, 14-year-old junior black belt division. Same thing if it's a 13-year-old brown belt. They'll be in the 13 and 14-year-old group. So it's a little more spread out. So you're competing a little more with your peers of your same age and rank, where some circuits kind of combine some stuff, or men and women are combined, maybe for weapons. Well, they're separated out in ours. That's just one of the differences in our circuit and what we've kind of tended to do over the years. Hey, women want to compete against women, men want to compete against men. For Grand Champion, what we have at our normal tournaments, you can combine them together, so you do get to compete against each other, but at our tournaments, the divisions, they're going to be split. It's on the flyer, breaks down all the divisions. Novice, we also have intermediate divisions, so novice, intermediate, and advanced, not just beginner and advanced, or novice and advanced. So beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So that's the divisions. And let's say that you placed, let's say you placed in the top 5 of your 7 and 8-year-old beginner division. Okay, well, you got promoted recently, or you had a birthday recently, and now you're no longer in that 7 and 8-year-old beginner. Well, you're still invited. You won as a 7 and 8-year-old beginner, but you are going to compete at your age and rank on this Saturday. So if you turned 9 last week, well, you are now a 9 and 10-year-old whatever. If you were competing as a 6th Q or GUP in your beginner group, and you come to this tournament, you are now an intermediate, because that, so we kind of get away with, we don't put the 6th Q, 4th, 5th, and 6th Qs, 4th, 5th, and 6th GUPs. They compete as a group in the middle, rather than putting those 6th, 5th, and 6th with the lower ranks, or the 4th and 5th with the higher ranks. Intermediate is intermediate. Another question I've heard is, well, if it snows, do I get a refund? Yes. If it snows and you don't want to make it, so there's other circuits out there, and I've heard some talk about it. If you don't show up to one of our tournaments, we give you your money back. Are you kidding me? No, it's not. I'm not going to burn a bridge over $40 or $60 or $20. This is a fun competition to meet new people, make new friends, compete against people that you might not competed against before. And any of our tournaments, if you get sick and can't make it, hey, we'll credit it towards the next tournament, or if you want a refund, we'll refund you. It's okay. So we're supposed to get a bunch of snow. I'm still going to make it there, whether I have to carry every mat by myself and every plaque by myself, walking to and from. We are holding this tournament. So, but if you're coming from a little ways and you don't feel like driving in some snow, and you say, Mr. Hanford, I already pre-registered, can I get that back? Yeah, no problem. You won't get the chance to compete for the state championship, but I'm not going to keep your money. You take it back. It's fine. And we'll try it again next year. If you compete in your TKA, PKC, USAMA, or you're one of our Alliance Karate Circuit members, it's okay. We'll do it again next year. Some other questions. How long will it last? Well, it kind of depends on the competition and the judges. What we'd love to have is, we usually run 3 judges, but we can make it 5. And we would love some Lions Karate Circuit. We'd love some PKC circuit, some TKA circuit, some USAMA circuit. We'd love to have a variety on the board. Now, there's some instructors like myself that go to these other tournaments as well, so they're not really, oh, this one only goes to the TKA, or this one only goes. I like to branch out and go to those other ones, and I hope some other instructors do too. But we'd love to have a full board of, we want to take away any chance of biasness. This is supposed to be a fun event that if you're gonna come and judge and say my student's gonna win, my student's gonna win, and I'm gonna sit on the board and make sure that my student wins, we don't want you there. Your competitor can come, but if you're gonna be that type of judge, and for the parents that have been around, advanced students' parents and other black belts, you've seen these type of judges. We don't want them there. We want a friendly and fair environment for the competitors to compete. What else didn't we cover? Divisions. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's about it. So we're looking forward to a great time this Saturday. Starts at 11, doors open at 9:30, and we're gonna have some nice plaques for the Indiana State Champions, and then some finalist awards as well. So I hope everybody has a great time. Hope you're able to make it. Hopefully other circuits are coming and supporting this to kind of unify. And I know there's been a lot of, I don't go to their group, I don't go to their group. And hopefully we can put that behind us moving forward in 2024. We like to go to the other circuits, and there we go, turn that off. I had a phone call come in, so sorry for that. All right, I'll stop, and I'll see you on Saturday. Thank you, take care.